So here's the question. Did the parents know? That's what we're about to hear. Let's listen. I'll give you guys my opinion at the end.
Parents know that he committed. Did they know all of
What he asked was, did the parents know that Brian was about to off himself?
that time, and that is why they didn't appear so emotional, and that is why they didn't, come out to the media and beg for help?
Well, they should have, but they didn't, because they already knew what happened. They already knew that either Brian was going to do something stupid, or they've already got Brian out of the country. Because a lot of people think Brian's not dead. Brian's still alive. Brian's still out there.
Well, Brian, what I've said in the past is, rhetorically, what did people expect them to do? They knew Brian went into the preserve. I said at one point that he left, he was distraught. I made mention that, Chris said to me he wished he could have prevented Brian from going, but he knew he couldn't stop him. With that being said, they were somber, they were quiet, and I can tell you they were very upset and very emotional.
They were hiding the truth from the other family. That's what they were doing. I don't give a fuck about them at all, really, to be honest with you. These people are a joke. I'm sorry their son died. I'm sorry. I got it. If that's even what happened. Like, did he? Or is he still hiding? So a lot of people think that he's still hiding. That he never died. He's not out there. He wasn't out there ever. Was he? It's kind of weird how things happen in this story.
With me, but when you've got a gaggle of press and screaming public out at your door 24 hours a day, did you think that Brian and Roberta were going to go down to Walmart and start putting up signs, helping?
They should have. It was their kid. I don't give a crap what the reason is. People outside of my house, and my kid did something stupid, I still want to know where my kid is. So yeah, I would go outside and go put posters and shit up if I have to do that to find my kid. No matter what the reason is. I want to know where my kid is.
Find my son. They knew where their son was. They knew where he went. But what more could they have really done when you had all that law enforcement manpower searching?
Well, let me interrupt you, Mr. Berlino. You're saying what more could they have done? But I mean, just honestly, I mean, it seems like they really did nothing. I mean, they stayed in the house. Their son was missing. Gabby was missing. Their son's fiance. They didn't really do anything at all, did they?
Exactly. They didn't do not even one single thing. Except run from the truth.
Well, again, you tell me, Brian, what should they have done? Did you want them to go to Walmart and hang up a sign? The entire country.
Couldn't they come out and couldn't they have come outside and pleaded? Couldn't they have come outside and pleaded with the world? If you know where Gabby is, come forward. If you know where Brian is, come forward. I mean,
yeah, it would have been pretty easy. There was enough press out there. That's all they had to do was come out and say something. They did nothing.
Why couldn't they have done that?
Well, I think you just misspoke, and I know you corrected yourself in saying, where could you tell us where Brian is? They knew where Brian was. It wasn't a question. The only people that were speculating that Brian was somewhere other than the preserve was the press and the public. So what is the point in pleading something when you know the answer?
It just came off so...
This guy, this lawyer, is a super big ass joke. Really? I don't care. They were searching the place where the mom and dad thought that their son was for like 3 weeks. And they didn't find him there. So, during that 3 weeks, they could have been like, well, we don't know where he's at because, well, that's where we assumed he was. But now he's probably not there. So, this family never come out and said anything after even 3 weeks of them saying that he possibly isn't there. And was he there? Because a lot of people still think he wasn't. Like, a lot of people think that they haven't proved nothing. Like, Brian's still out there in the world somewhere. A lot of people think that.